Hey guys, how's it going? Just wanted to show that I got the nut dyed to somewhat match the binding and the rosette and the original saddle here. So today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to clean up and polish all the frets. I already kind of started on these. You can see how nice and shiny those are and how green those are. I'm going to get the tuners put in it and gonna get the nut glued on and maybe get it strung up and start the setup. So anyway, just thought I'd show that. This thing has turned out so nice. It's got great patina, but yet was able to bring the shine back, and I am just so happy with this, and I think the customer is too. And I hope his mother enjoys seeing this thing coming back to life, because this was her guitar for so many years. And yeah, I said I wasn't going to do the back of the neck. I was going to leave it satiny, but I couldn't do the rest of the guitar and not do the back of the neck. It just didn't look right. So I ended up doing that too. And everything's nice and solid. And I'm leaving Grandpa's hole in there. It's not going to hurt anything. Yes, it goes all the way through, but that's not going to hurt anything. I got a truss rod cover on the way, so yeah, this thing's coming together. To glue the nut on, I just used some Titebond, and I only put it in the middle of the nut. And as you can see, I got some squeeze out. I do it up against the fretboard, and then I'm going to wipe that excess off of there. And that way, if it ever needs to be removed again, you just tap it and it'll come right off. It's not like using super glue that holds it in there permanently, or pretty much permanently, and then causes damage to the guitar itself. All right, frets all polished. These are the original frets, the Fretless Wonder Gibson frets, and I'm going to try to keep them as they are. They could use probably a little bit of dressing, but dressing these frets pretty much kills them. So, you know, down in the cowboy cord area, it's got some denting. The rest of the frets are in pretty decent shape, but we'll when we get strings on it, we'll see how things go. So if I have to, I'll do a fret level and crown and polish. But I don't know that we'll have to do that. So I want to keep this thing as original and as full of patina as possible. And so anyway, coming along nicely. All right, so nuts glued in. That glue is pretty much dry. I'm not gonna mess with it right now, but I can move my finger around and it's not going anywhere. Got the original string ferrules back in the holes. And we're going to install these single line klusons, which are reproductions of these originals that, as you can see, the knobs have just disintegrated on. I've got a bag here, right here, that's got the original pieces and hardware and stuff in it. We're going to use the hardware that came with these because it's Phillips and not flathead, and not period correct to the guitar, but Phillips is a lot easier to use than flathead stuff. So I'm going to flip this thing over and get the tuners out, and we are going to get them mounted. All right, they fit in there perfectly, line up with all the witness marks from the original tuners. And that's what I love about these, and what I love about getting stuff from StewMac is you pay a little bit more, but you get the right stuff. And so put the original stuff back in the foam for the original klusons, and I'll put the bag of original hardware and pins and stuff in the box also, so that way the customer has it and that stays with the guitar for the rest of its life. All right, screws are in, So that makes the tuners installed. And let me flip it over here. Like I say, we got the original ferrules, which look much better than the reproduction ones that come with these tuners. And yeah, so I'm really liking that. Like I say, we're waiting on a truss rod cover to come in. That's one of the things that has not came in yet. And I'm keeping all this stuff with the guitar for the owner to have. And yeah, so now I'm gonna let this nut dry a little bit longer because I'm probably gonna have to file in the slots. But I'm gonna start work on cleaning up the fretboard a little bit and get it all oiled up, and then it'll be ready to throw some strings on. All right, so what I do to kind of clean up the finger cheese, as I like to call it, and goo off the fretboard, take a razor blade and I hold it flat and just scrape back and forth. And that cleans it up and makes it look better and gets all that nasty goo off of there from all the years of playing. It's really bad from like the probably the 7th fret down. You can tell it didn't get played much up in this this register, but yeah, I'll bring you back when I got that done. All right, got it all scraped. You know, you're not really trying to take any material away, you're just getting rid of that, oh, I missed the 12th fret, it looks like. So basically just going through like this, scraping it and cleaning it, and getting all that top layer of goo off of there. And down here on the 1st fret, there was actually some of Grandpa's glue that he must have tried to use on when he glued the headstock, or maybe that fret came out or something and it was re-glued in, but there was definitely some like old hide glue stuff down here. Hell, it might have been original Gibson hide glue, I don't know. But so now I'll clean this up and get everything oiled, and yeah, it'll be pretty much ready to throw some strings on. Before I oil this, I just wanted to show, look how pretty that Brazilian rosewood is. You don't see that in today's guitars. Look at all that striping, and Gibson had a huge stock of Brazilian rosewood. They actually got in trouble for it a couple years ago and had to pay a bunch of fines and stuff, but yeah, man, is that some pretty wood. So got a little bit more cleanup to do. Got there's some evidence of that glue right there. I'm gonna try and get out of there, and I'll get everything oiled up, and we'll throw some strings on her. So what I'm using here, and I need to go get the stuff to mix up some more, is my Shoemaker's snake oil, and it's a mixture that my grandpa taught me. It's got beeswax in it, it's got a couple different kinds of oils, and it really moisturizes the fretboard. So now I'm going to start working this in, and you'll see the huge difference. All right, there you go. And I'll probably do another layer of this after this soaks in and dries, just to give it that extra added layer of protection before I throw some strings on it. But yeah, you can see how pretty that wood is. And you can see in the cowboy cord area where all the fingernail marks are and whatever. But man, this thing is just awesome. All right, guys, that's where I'm gonna end this video. And next video you see this thing, it'll have strings on it, and we'll be doing the setup and getting it ready to go back to the customer. Truss rod cover should be here sometime this week, and that will be the final piece for this thing. I also do my oil trick to the bridge, because the bridges are not coated in lacquer on these. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and have a great day.